Coming up next on News 8 at 6:30, another storm is heading our way, bringing heavy rain and some snow to our local mountains. Sean's going to be in early tonight with your microclimate forecast. The Grinch who stole Christmas, a local veterinarian's truck taken overnight with expensive equipment that she uses to save animals' lives. And not that long ago, he was homeless, but now he's a celebrated chef, and tonight he's cooking up meals for those who are not as fortunate. The news starts right now.
This is News 8 at 6:30.
Ready or not, more rain is on the way, and this storm will also bring some snow to our mountains. Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Christmas night. I'm Steve Price. Kirsten has the evening off. Well, this storm is coming as many are planning to head home tomorrow. We're going to have more on the travel impacts here in a minute, but first let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Sean Stiles for a look at your microclimate forecast. And I tell you what, it's kind of feeling like Christmas out there today.
It is. You know, the saying that springs to mind for me is careful for what you wish for. We were hoping and hoping for rain, and now we've got it, and it keeps coming. Another wave coming in the next, say, 12 to 18 hours. We're already seeing some scattered showers around the county and maybe a snowflake or two flying up over the higher elevations. As we pull back out and take a little bit bigger picture of this, you can see the brunt of the storm now moving through the Santa Barbara Point Conception area. We're about 6 hours out before this front makes its way into San Diego in its most potent form. You can see some really intense returns coming from that. And as we take a look at what we're expecting, we've got a winter storm watch for our mountains as of 2 p.m. tomorrow, but that means the snow levels will be dropping quite a bit, down to about 5,000 feet. We're talking about maybe 2 to 4 inches here up in the San Bernardino and San Gabriel areas. They're talking about a winter storm warning along with the Sierra Nevada. The Sierra Nevada will get another 2 to 3 feet by the time we get to the, say, Tuesday. The reason for this is this area of low pressure pulling in a lot more cold air than the last storm. This is not an atmospheric river storm. It is a more traditional storm coming out of the Gulf of Alaska. And you can see this as it winds up by Monday. It's going to be right over the top of us, grinding away, bringing as much as a foot of snow to the San Bernardino and San Gabriel Mountains. And I said well over 2 feet in the Sierra Nevada. So we're talking about another punch, a third storm waiting in the wings. I'll tell you about that in just a minute.
All right, Sean, thanks. Well, today has been a light travel day, but that's definitely expected to change tomorrow. Everybody heading back home after Christmas gathering. CHP officers keeping an eye on our road conditions, but they're also looking for people who are driving under the influence. Regina On joins us live now along I-15 in Miramar with the details. Regina?
Yes, Steve. So with these slippery road conditions, officers are asking you to please be cautious. And we're actually in what's called a 78-hour maximum enforcement period. What that basically means is CHP officers are on high alert to catch those DUI drivers up till tomorrow at midnight. Last year, officers made 573 arrests for DUIs in the state. 38 people were killed in crashes. The best tip for you is to plan ahead and never drive while under any influence. That includes any prescription medication. Now, if you are driving impaired, the penalty won't be fun, especially over the holiday season.
Normal DUI begins anywhere from $15,000 all the way up, and that's just for a straight DUI. That's if you get pulled over and an officer determines that you're driving under the influence.
Couple impaired driving with the incoming storm, and you're in for even more danger. This week, the CHP has already responded to dozens of accidents along our roadways during heavy rainfall. This includes one in the South Bay that left a shoulder of the 805 freeway shut down for repairs. Now, if you are impaired and happen to injure or kill someone, you're going to be looking at higher fines and prison time. Yeah, and keep in mind there are plenty of options for you to find a safe ride back home. Of course, Uber, Lyft, having that designated driver. And of course, Castro tells me if you injure or kill someone and you are caught with a DUI driver, that can lead to prison time as well. But for now, live here in Miramar, Regina On. Steve, back to you.
All right, a lot of options for drivers out there. No excuses. Regina, thank you. A Christmas gift to homeless San Diegans from a man who definitely understands their struggles. You see, Chef Michael Ray, inspired by his own recovery from drug addiction, is blending his passion for cooking to support those who are going through a tough time this holiday season. News 8's Ariana Cohen has his inspiring story.
On this Christmas Day, Chef Michael Ray is supporting a community he was once a part of, a first season Hell's Kitchen winner. He is coming out of what essentially was a journey to hell and back. Chef Michael Ray always leaves his heart in the kitchen. In fact, he is the first season winner of reality show Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay.
It opened up like every door to me. Like, I had so many job opportunities. It seemed like, you know, I could do whatever I wanted in my career, you know, and be successful at it.
However, his success was put on hold. Chef Ray had to turn down the opportunity of working for Ramsay after an addiction to prescription opiates derailed many of his culinary ambitions.
I had scoliosis, and when I was like 18, I had surgery and got hooked on pain medication and was on it ever since. I had an addiction then. I had like a 30 pill a day Vicodin habit, I think, at the time. I'm just grateful that I'm alive today.
On top of that, Chef Ray's daughter died shortly after birth, sending him into another spiral of drug abuse.
And I just got to hold her until, you know, it was like, you could like just feel her, you know, her soul leaving, but Trixie Go-Go Ray, that was her name.
He's been in rehab numerous times and lived on the streets.
I hate using the word homeless. I like to use the word urban survivalist, if you will, okay?
He hasn't relapsed in 10 years. Now, as an urban survivalist in the kitchen, his culinary journey has led him to make 150 meals for the homeless population in downtown San Diego for Christmas.
I tried to put all the love into everything that we made, for sure. Anybody who's on the streets and suffering deserves that same level of, you know, of perfection and doing the best that I can do for them.
I am so proud of him because I remember 2 years ago he talked about wanting to be able to do this, and here we are, we're Christmas Day. It's like the biggest Christmas gift ever.
He and Pine Valley House helpers plan to hand out these boxes of food outside his food truck, aptly called Hell on Wheels.
I'm really trying to give back, and there's no better way, I think, you know, than going out there and just actually handing people some food, trying to make an impact in other people's lives, because so many people have helped me in my life.
He's working on his nonprofit called To Hell and Back, which will help those in the restaurant industry and beyond navigating drug addiction and recovery. I'm Ariana Cohen for News 8.
That is the Christmas spirit. Ariana, thank you. Today, hundreds of military families from around San Diego got together in Coronado for a little Christmas cheer. The Rise and Shine Hospitality Group held its 10th annual Christmas dinner for those who either don't have a place to go or just don't have the means. This event started back in 2011 with just 60 families, but this year that number reached more than 600. Guests received a free Christmas dinner. They were treated like VIPs, and for the kids, of course, a visit from Santa Claus and gifts. We spoke with the Barnett family, who say they consider this event a blessing.
It feels good, and I feel blessed to be here with my family right now, and that's all I feel right now.
And to volunteer or donate to next year's event, visit the Rise and Shine Hospitality Group's website.